All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So today I wanted to talk about a topic that Korea is getting, and it's coming to NA soon, and we're talking about infinite potions. So a while ago, a few months ago probably, I made a video on where to grind all the infinite potions so you guys can do it yourself. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to watch it, and I'll show you all the best spots and how I went about doing it. So let's talk about this as a thing that should you do, and is it worth it? So right now, at least here on NA, we don't have it yet. And we know the prices when it's going to be listed on the central market. The cap is going to be 20 billion silver, which in my opinion, I think is really low. So number one, the question people are going to ask is it worth grinding to sell them in the future? And truly, I think the answer is no. I think they're making it sellable for all the people who just unironically enjoy grinding it and have extra potions, and those are the people that'll be selling it. So if you look at the market on Korea, which is I think what they have right now, as you know, they're sitting on the market and they're not hard capped. Now keep this in mind because on NA and EU and just all the servers in general, the market is a little bit different. So you're probably wondering, is it worth getting? And from a person who has actually grinded out 2 sets of potions myself, one in my storage and one over here, I personally think that the mana potion is going to be in higher demand than the health one, just because of the spots in general. So if you don't know in general how to get them, you would do these to help you out. These are the weekly quests that gives you 5 pity pieces, and eventually you'll get them yourself. So one thing I wanted to talk about first is how much do I value infinite potions and how much do I think they should really be. So assuming you are grinding the very minimum, let's say you do this one quest every week and roughly it takes you about 1 hour to do the entire kill quest, right? And so you grind 1 hour and you need 100 pity pieces. So this is a scenario where the worst case scenario, you don't get the drop during the hour of grinding, or you don't get any additional pity pieces. It takes you 20 weeks or 20 hours per piece times 3. So 60 hours. Let's say each spot is about 500 mil. Obviously that is very wrong for, like, I don't know. Tashira Ruins is probably one of the worst places you can grind for silver. So we'll take that out of the equation. But like, let's say your average is about 500 mil an hour grinding at any other spot, right? So if you multiply that, the average would be about like 30 billion per potion. And that's how much I roughly think the value is. Like if you were to spend that amount of time and just multiply it. But obviously Prolibus doesn't think so. They think it's worth 20 billion, and that's what it is. So in my opinion, of the two of them, the mana potion is the more difficult one, just because one, grinding Tashira Ruins is got to be one of the awful things, and then the Voltara's Clairvoyance for this piece, that it's the Gathering one. I know a lot of people just don't like Gathering, and it is what it is. So that's why it's in high demand, plus the drop rate is lower. Just in case you didn't know, you get it at Navern Step, or you can get it while you're hunting. And I've seen people get multi-procs where like they get 3 of the ancient pieces in one go with like hedgehog hunting and all that stuff. So it is possible. And I wanted to talk about all the other spots just because they have gotten buffed and stuff in general. So let's go down the list. Oh yeah, this is actually the Voltara's Clairvoyance. This one is the Renaros. They look the same in a way. So Navern Step, it actually, they have a Marnie realm now. It's probably not worth using it just because the spot's always open in general. And yeah, Navern Step, the Gathering one, or hunting. It apparently is easier nowadays than it was before, but whatever. Renaros, I assume you can get an open spot most of the time. In my video where I covered every single grind spot for all of these spots, I showed you the Marnie Realm and my favorite one that's a little bit better. And I think it's actually, like, Renaros isn't even that bad. It's pretty chill grinding there. And it's overall not that bad. Monchums is for this one. This is the mana potion. Monchums actually isn't that bad for silver. So if you're thinking about going for it the first time, it's a big loop from the node manager. You just keep going around the thing, and ultimately it's not that bad, actually. So you get a lot of silver along with the Narc Earring drop from there, so, you know, it's pretty good. Tashira Ruins. Actually one of the awful places, and this is probably going to be your last and or worst one. However, from my experience, you do get a lot of pity pieces, so it's like the drop rate of getting it is a lot higher because a lot of the enemies are the ones that drop it. So overall, like, this is the fastest one, but it's the most boring one. Blood Wolves actually got buffed ever since Landed a Morning Light. They introduced a lot of new crystals, including the, what is that orange eye Cagdanak? And so you turn those into the Dark Red Fang of Valors or armor, and you turn those into the ultimate Hooms and Macalods, and that people use that. So grinding Blood Wolves in general now is a lot more money per hour than it was before. So I think it's a decent spot. Overall got buffed indirectly. And Shuriken, I personally think Shuriken is decent because if you're looking for the piece in general, you can do it at daytime and nighttime. They have two different mechanics that we've talked about before. So nighttime is using energy at the statues or whatever the crystal thingies are called. And like, it's actually the higher drop rate to get it from nighttime and then daytime. So getting the piece during the daytime is what most people are going to be doing because you're just grinding circles, very standard. And I think the silver is roughly like 500 to 700 mil an hour. I have some videos of it, of me doing it at least. So yeah, I think that overall, if you are planning on buying a potion yourself, I would say that save up enough money and try to get the mana potion first, because here's how I predict it's going to go. So when it comes out on the NA servers, here's what's going to happen. Everyone who has multiple potions are going to be listing them when they hit like whatever the peak point of whatever sale it is. And then I don't think it's worth grinding over again to the point where it's like monetarily valued high enough. Like, for example, for an endgame player like myself, I could grind 20 hours at Hex and make 20 billion silver, or maybe 15 hours, but whatever. That's not the point. Or you can spend like 60 hours at very minimum grinding these spots. So I think for the first like month or so, there's going to be a lot for sale. But as we get new players going into the game and all that stuff, I don't think they're going to be sitting on the market as much. So my advice to all of you going for it for the first time is start saving your silver now. If you're thinking about buying it, the MP potion is more annoying to get, and so I'd go for that one first. And if you are planning on only buying one in general, the health potion is obviously more worthwhile, and you're going to be using that just in general more than a mana potion. But I think getting the mana one is like the more tedious one in a way. And if you are planning on grinding it out, like Blood Wolves is pretty good. Shuriken, these are all the health potions. Shuriken is good, and Renaros is decent. So grinding out the red HP pot, you actually get a lot of silver on the way, and I just think it's like more valuable for the HP. But the mana one, most people don't like doing it, so there's that. So just wanted to make this video to tell you guys to start saving silver now, because it is coming soon, and I just wanted to give you my opinion on everything. So once again, I'll leave a link in the description to all my or the video I made for every single spot that I've done for my infinite potions. I've gotten 2 full potions for each of them, so you can say I have a lot of time grinding in every single spot, and I, you know, have learned which ones are good and which ones aren't. But with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. If you're new to your channel, hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you come back. And I try to make videos every day just talking about current events in this game and or just helping new players get better or things that I think are important like this. So just to help you guys make good decisions going forward. And yeah, that's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.